What do you think when reading the complaining confessions about the teaching quality of lecturers in international university?
A suitable place for students to easily express themselves, so the appearing of those complaints is understandable and acceptable.
Do you think that IU confession can act as a medium for students to express their personal emotions, especially to the love for someone?
In my opinion, students should not express their personal feelings to someone through the IU confession because it is a public as well as university environment.
Do you think that to make complaints on IU confession can cause the internal division among students?
In my opinion, these complaints can be considered as feedbacks so that they can help build greater the atmosphere between students.
Have the confession affected your outlook about the institutions?
Not really, because everyone has their own perspective about IU. In my opinion, those things appear in IU confession are kind of two-way information, so I just read them and will not totally believe. Personally, I don't prefer this kind of information, so I just don't care. Well, I don't really keen on these problems, so I don't care. Somehow, because I could picture a little bit about the university when reading those. In my opinion, those things appear in IU confession are kind of two-way information, so I just read them and will not totally believe. Oh, I agree because confession will help students easily express their emotions to crush without exposing personal information. In my opinion, these complaints can be considered as feedback so that they can help build greater the atmosphere between students. Oh, not at all, because those confessions may be biased. I think confessions is a suitable place for students to easily express themselves, so the appearing of those complaints is understandable and acceptable. I agree because confession will help students easily express their emotions to crush without exposing personal information. Well, I don't really keen on this problem, so I don't care very much because they reflect on the quality and the environment of IU.
What do you think when reading the complaining confessions about the teaching quality of lecturers in international university?
I think confession is a suitable place for students to easily express themselves, so the appearance of those complaints is understandable and acceptable.
Do you think that IU confession can act as a medium for students to express their personal emotions, especially to the love for someone?
I agree, because confession will help students easily express emotion to crush without exposing personal information.
Do you think that to make complaints on IU confession can cause the internal division among students?
Personally, confession is a public communication website where people can freely say their thoughts about somebody else.
Have the confession affected your outlook about the institutions?
Somehow, because I could picture a little bit about the university when reading though. In my opinion, those things appear in IU confession are kind of two-way information, so I just read them and will not totally believe. Personally, I don't refer this kind of information, so I just don't care. I read because It will not only bring controversy but also attack the personal feeling. Not at all, because the confession may be pioneered. In my opinion, those things appear in IU confession are kind of two-way information, so I should read them and will not totally believe. In my opinion, students should not abstract their personal feelings to someone through the IU confession because it's a public as well as university environment. I agree because it will not only bring controversy but also attack personal feeling. Not at all, because the confession may be pirates. Personally, I don't care and I'm not interested in this kind of news. In my opinion, students not so express their personal feelings to someone through the IU confession because it's a public as well as university environment. Personally, confession is a public communication website where people can freely say their thoughts about somebody else. Much because they reflect on the quality environment of IU.